we go. I think hopefully it's working now. Hopefully. Okay. Hello. Welcome to Whittling Wednesdays, the show where I sit and whittle and talk with all of you. I actually was just filming and I realized my audio was not working. I'll be peeking over here quite a bit throughout the episode to make sure that it stays working. Yeah, so I already was getting into some good bits with y'all, and then I realized it wasn't being recorded, so that's kind of a bummer. I'll just give you guys a quick update about what's been going on. This is the tiki guy I kind of worked on the other day. A bit of sun here, so I'll step forward a little bit more. You can see he's kind of, unfortunately, he kind of didn't turn out how I wanted. I'm still, I actually realize I'm far away from the mic as I say that. Give you guys a good look at him and then I'll explain. Yeah, he's kind of a bit of a mess, but the sun's in my eyes a bit here. Don't want to get too sunny. I'm gonna back up just a bit here and bring this with me. It's funny how everything was working earlier and then like it just stopped working. Things tend to go wrong when we least expect them, but I've learned that with video, it's gonna happen when you expect it to. When you don't expect it to, it's gonna happen all the time. And you just kind of gotta roll with it. There's a lot of sun on my face here. I don't know. If there is, I apologize. I can't get caught up in the imperfections. Basically, I wasn't a huge fan of this guy when I was working on him, and I tried making a different one. He actually turned out worse. I'm not gonna show you too close up of him. So I think I'm just gonna continue to do, refinements on this guy. I'm still learning. I'm still figuring out how to cut properly, how to make sure I'm not going against the grain, how to get more precise cuts that are like inward cuts and stuff. I still am not really doing that right, so still figuring that out. Again, the show isn't really about my skills as a whittler. I do want to grow in them, but I do just like sitting and doing something and talking with everybody, On that note, let's see. I also brought my phone this time, wanted to time because I don't want to go for too long in this episode, and my thing isn't working. Awesome, okay, well, there we go. Basically, my camera can only record for so long before it cuts off. Don't want it to go over that time limit, so I have a time limit, set, so we don't go for too long. As much as I do enjoy hanging out here with everybody, can only film for so long. Let me just step back a bit here, I'm trying to film at a lower angle too, so that I can slouch forward a bit more. It's nice being able to do that, because I feel like it's a better posture for me with whittling. It's not as good for my back, obviously, but it's something I've noticed I enjoy more. Yeah. So, I suppose we shall begin. One guy in a video seemed like he was doing it differently with how he pushed on the blade. He was pushing the other thumb to guide it. Probably right, because I don't think I was doing it right last time. I was just pushing the blade itself with my left thumb. This still feels weird though, I don't know. Maybe it's a preference thing, I'm not sure. I was considering putting the microphone lower so we could pick up my voice, but it's kind of hard to get down there, view-wise. So yeah, for now, I'm going to keep it up here. I kind of wish I had a lapel mic. Lapel mics are great because there's something about them. You can you hide them. They're right here. They're right next to your mouth. It just makes things so much easier. But I haven't invested in one. Kind of don't have the money to. But it would be cool one day. It's a beautiful day, though. The summers have been getting hotter, not the summers or the days. I mean, I guess the summers have been getting hot. I don't know. But like it's gotten intense out. Like I'd come out in the middle of the day just to chill in the backyard, you know, hang in a hammock or something, and like it'd just be too hot. I'd have to go inside. But it's still so pretty out, you know. What's your favorite thing about summer? Spend a lot of time outdoors during the summer, indoors? Do you like just hang out in, you know, doorways and you're getting like a mix of both worlds, you know, with the door open? And more light on my face. I'm gonna lean back a little bit here and just hope for the best. Ooh, there's something about cutting though, like when you're able to get like just a nice little smooth chunk of wood out. Smooth it out a little bit. So nice. Oh gosh, I gotta be careful there. I think I'm not doing it right. The key is not to go against the grain, and I think that's what I did right there. Yeah. See how it's splitting up there quite a bit. So I think I had mentioned this in the recording before. I was cut off by the sound, and I will double check the sound now that I bring it up. Yep, still good. I dropped my thing. Bought rechargeable batteries for my recording device, and my recording device hooks up to my microphone. It's kind of overly complicated. I probably should have just bought one that goes on top of the camera and plugs right into the camera. But there's a lot of versatility with my setup to some degree. That being said, when I was recording earlier, I was drinking LaCroix. I was talking about why I was drinking it. I'm not trying to be a pretentious, you know, LA hipster or something. Not that everyone that drinks it is a LA hipster. But just basically, I have a bad sweet tooth. Coca-Cola is my favorite drink. Trying to stop drinking it. This is helping, actually, strangely enough. I think the fact that it's fizzy water and it has, like, it's in a can, you know, it reminds me of that. And people are like, you should just drink water. And I'm like, I'm doing that on the side too. I mean, this is helping a little bit mentally. It's giving me a little more strength. And that's good because, you know, I'm weak. Coca-Cola is my Achilles heel. You ever want to, like, bribe me, you get me to do something, you do it with Coke. And I mean I don't want to make the joke because it's so obvious, but I mean the soda, not the drug. Anyway. Yeah, so that's what my life has consisted of lately. Been considering a lot of stuff with the YouTube channel too. Recently shot a video. Shout out to my sister Anne for helping me shoot the video. Actually, she kind of shot the video. I was more of just giving direction in certain areas. And shout out to my friend Marissa, who also makes a cameo in the video. It's going to be a little different from my usual stuff, and I'm really excited about it. I hope it turns out good. I hope everyone enjoys it because it was a blast to shoot. Granted, it was very hot out when we shot. Yes, we shot it outside. It is an outside video. And it's very stylized. I'm very excited for it. I don't even want to give really much of a preview of it, but I guess I will. It's done in the style of like an 8mm of a Super 8, you know, camera. Like it looks like that. And it's just more of a stylistic choice, and it might seem a little, you know, odd or out of place, but I just think it's going to look great. So I'm excited about that. I was really happy with how that turned out. I have one other video planned that I need to shoot this week. Hoping that one turns out as well. I shot one, I think, and I may have mentioned this in the last episode, I shot one the other week, and like it turned out terribly, and I don't even think it's going to be a video, because when I reviewed it in editing, just the realization hit that this just doesn't work as a video. And it's like, and I'm the type of person that, like, I can, if it really doesn't work, I'll try to make it work in editing, and this one is just like, I don't think it's going to work. So it's too bad. yeah, so that's that. Suppose there's not much to talk about, really. I mean, have you heard about, there's some game called Fortnite? I know a lot of people talking about it recently. Just kidding. Everyone knows what Fortnite is at this point. You could, like, ask a random person on the street. Ask their dog that they're walking. You know, and they're going to be like, oh, Fortnite? Yes, I know that game. That's how dogs sound, by the way. It's a true fact of science. But anyway, I might dog sit at some point this summer. So that's exciting. I love dogs. Definitely, I'm a dog person at heart. It's not so much that I have something against cats as it is that, like, allergies are an issue. And the personality-wise, I think I've always just been more, attracted to dogs. That's always a great first question to ask somebody. Like, are you a dog person or a cat person? Because you'll get a good insight into their personality, what their likes and dislikes are, based kind of off that, the answer to that question. One thing I've really wanted to make, and it's long-term goal with whittling, but it's a pipe. I don't know, can you whittle a pipe? I feel like you can, but I feel like there's another portion of the pipe that is always like, it's like a black ivory or something, or ebony, maybe not. I don't know how pipes work. I've never smoked a pipe in my life, but I'm just like, that would be cool to make a pipe. So that's one of my long-term goals. Yes, sirree, Bob. Yeah. I don't know what to talk about today. Sometimes I feel like, the week goes by and all this stuff happens, and then you sit down, you film a video, and it's like, what's worth sharing? I don't know, really. But sometimes it's nice to just sit and, be in the presence of another's company. And it can be good, I suppose. Now, one of the cuts that I learned recently was the pear cut, or the paring cut, I think it was called. And that's where you literally bring the knife towards you using, it's like the muscles here. And you're just kind of using this to stop it, I think. And so you gotta kind of go like that. Very weird. Basically, it's the whole thing with, making sure... The whole reason you do it would be because of the angle of a cut and how it is going with the grain, I don't know if I need that or not, though. I'm trying to figure out how I cut here. The whole going against the grain, going with the grain thing is something I'm still not 100% sure of how to do it. Like as long as I don't see it splintering, I'm like, I think I'm doing it right. Because they're like, just do the direction of the grain. And I'm like, but it's a line. You can go one way or the other. Are you saying, unless they mean you can't go sideways, but you could go up and down. I feel like all the videos I watch, I'm always like, but what does that mean? I feel like there's not enough elaboration on it. Yeah, I don't know. It's weird stuff for sure. Are there any hobbies? Cause whittling, it's such a hobby, And I feel like it's one of those things I said for the longest time. I want to whittle, and it wasn't even something I said a lot. I was just like, that'd be cool. One day, I decided to just do some whittling, Just get into it here and there for the fun of it. Maybe brings my, my stress down a little bit. Yeah, awesome. We're still recording. Ow. But, sometimes you never end up getting into it. What hobbies do you guys want to do that, you've always been like, I've always wanted to do that, but I never really had the time, or never really made the time, or never really had the funds, or, you just never got around to it. If it's a reasonable thing, not skydiving on the weekends, every weekend, you know. It's not something phenomenal where you're breaking your wallet. I'd encourage you to do it, you know? Because there's something about, you know, hobbies in general. Now, I think when we say hobby, I think most people mean something that you're doing, something that's at least somewhat creative. You're in some way expressing yourself. Trying to think of an instance where that might not be the case. No, even model trains, I feel like you're still kind of collecting. I think most people that do model trains tend to build them, I think. There's a lot more construction that goes into that than I think just collecting, you know. But what hobbies? I would love to know. I feel like it's a good talking point if, you know, it's something you guys want to share. Again, you know, being able to just do something every now and then, once a week, you know, just chill out and do that. It's healthy. It's good. It's a good thing. And yeah, we get caught up in, you know, in work, in school, and life. But if you don't just take a little bit of time out, you know, just to stop and breathe, you're going to collapse and fall apart. So I encourage you, if there's like a hobby you've always wanted to try and you haven't tried it yet, or it's something that, you know, you love doing, but you just, you know, life got in the way, take a minute out today and just do that thing, even if it's for just 5 minutes. I don't know. I do know. Why do I say that? I don't know. Definitely do it. 5 minutes? That's great. That's stupendous. That's amazing. Well, I don't know how long this episode's been going for, but I should check the timer, as I do not. We have time. We have all the time in the world. It's always interesting when I do look back and watch these episodes. Like, I try to review them before I upload them. Oh, that bird is loud. It's a cricket, I think. Huh. Is my microphone in the way at all? It'd be funny if the microphone was in the shot this whole time. Anyway. I was thinking this morning, what do I do if I'm doing this show, you know, in the springtime and it's allergy season and like there's just pollen everywhere? That's gonna be a bit of a hassle. And then I had to stop and like tell myself, why am I thinking so far ahead on just like a little series I'm doing for fun? I shouldn't be stressing myself out about that. Some bridges you just gotta cross when you get there. You can't cross them before that. That'd be teleportation. Hoping today's episode has been an improvement, somewhat. If I guess I say if you like this video, let me know. Don't worry about it. Yeah, just enjoy what you enjoy. Oh yeah, it's like butter. Just like butter here. I can't believe it's not butter. I think this was one I have to... Wow. You know, he doesn't look as bad as I remember, although a lot of the whole lip area here gave me a heart attack. I didn't know that thing was gonna make noise. That's one way to set a timer. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I suppose time is running out, as they say, and I shall have to bid you all adieu. Adieu? Yeah, that's right. Anyway, it's been nice sitting with you. Maybe today wasn't the most interesting episode. Maybe it was. But I do hope that if you stayed, you got some enjoyment out of this video. And I wish you all a good rest of the week. I should see you next week. We will see what happens. Yeah, I don't really have a sign off. Just basically have a good week. I'm gonna stop the video now.